Hello and welcome to Asker with AI. We help companies of all sizes increase their profit and reduce their expenses through automation, AI, and all type of integration. So welcome to this video. And in this video, I will be covering Azure Cognitive Search. If you have never heard of Azure Cognitive Search, I invite you to watch this video from the beginning and to the end because I have a lot of things to cover. So let's get started. As you can see, I'm on the Microsoft website for Azure Cognitive Search. They have a strong documentation about this great resource. And if you ever want to deal with security, secure data, secure LLM, secure machine learning models, for your company, this is definitely the route to go. You definitely want a cloud solution where you will be able to secure your data without having any issue. So let's jump right to it. What is exactly Azure Cognitive Search? Well, Azure Cognitive Search is built around information retrieval. So what it means? Information retrieval is pretty much a way to retrieve some data that have been stored as an index. And when you retrieve that information, you can retrieve it fairly quickly and in a semantic way. So here are the capabilities. The first one is rich indexing. So with rich indexing, you can have your data augmented on a regular basis and on a scheduled basis, right? And the data will be indexed on a constant basis. So what does that mean for your business? If you have data coming in every day or every month, you can add extra data. Or you can append extra data, and what's going to happen is the whole data will be re-indexed again. Azure is strong enough to be able to do that. The second thing that you should know also is that there is AI enrichment in the process. So if you have in your data, you have multiple languages, you can have all of them translated into English or into another specific language before you get to the search stage. And I'm going to show you how the pipeline actually works. So there is translation capabilities. There is entity recognition. That's a way for the AI model to recognize anything specific. It can be a person, it can be an organization, it can be anything else. There's also sentiment analysis, and sentiment analysis is can be attached to any type of text, right? So what's going to happen is for a specific text, the AI model will generate a sentiment, and that sentiment can be either positive, negative, neutral, or mixed, right? And which is great. Um, and then you can query with semantic capabilities. And that means that it adds language understanding to your search results. There's a ranking mechanism as well behind the scenes that rank the results from the most relevant to the least relevant. And um, so what does it mean to your company? Well, Azure Cognitive Search can be used in many industry or in many verticals. It really doesn't matter. As long as you have data that can work for your organization or your small company or your medium company, right? So it can be in the e-commerce, in the real estate, or any type of customer facing application. When you take the example of e-commerce, you have for sure some type of database or some type of data with customer ID and some customer review. So what you can do is, and the review can be done in any type of language. So what can happen is you put your data in Azure in a secure way, and then you can perform your search however you want from any comment or any review that has been made, and those review whatever they've been in any non-English language, you'll be able to see the translation when you query your in English, right? So there are many use cases for Azure Cognitive Search. This is just one example. Um, it allows a fast and accurate search from any type of database. So in Azure, there is what's called blob storage, and in the blob storage, which is a pretty cheap kind of storage, you can actually store any type of file. And I'm talking about PDF files, CSV file, a Parquet file, any type of file that you can ever think of, videos, text, any type of, and JSON file, any type of file that you can ever think of. Okay. And then you can use semantic search, to have those capabilities uh, activated in your system. All right. So let's get um, to this slide. Like I said, you can work with any verticals. Um, and customer satisfaction is one of the important use case I can think of right now, but there are many other use cases for your company that can be used. So, your customer, you definitely want to know your customer satisfaction level, right? So you want to know what they think. You want to have the opinion. So if you have anything that you want to search, for example, for a specific product, when the application is built for you, if you search a product, I don't know, it can be a jacket, right? You want to know that when you type jacket or anything like that as a query, you get the most relevant reviews that is related to the keyword jacket. And it can be a combination of a keyword as well, right? So because it's semantic. So you want to get the most relevant information, right? And that information can have also sentiment analysis attached to it, which is great because it's going to tell you what the level of satisfaction that that people in general are getting from a specific product that you have. And that can be very, very helpful for your organization and for your business. So this is just one use case that can be used, but like I said, you can have a ton of other use case for by using Azure Cognitive Service. Okay, so let's talk about the pipeline. What happened behind the scene? So you're a business owner, okay? You're gonna need somebody to set that up for you, okay? Provide the data, and like I said, the data is in a very secure storage account within Azure. So you have from the left-hand side, you have the contents, whatever you're going to provide. It can be like I was mentioning earlier, on a regular basis, on a monthly basis. It really doesn't matter. Now, what's going to happen is that there will be an indexing stage. And at this stage, the data will be indexed. And what does that mean? That means that it's going to be a process of taking contents in whichever format you have, and that content will be made searchable. That's in very simple terms what indexing means. So the text will be turned into tokens, which are stored into inverted indices. Um, then when you get to that point, there is the query engine that get kicked off, and that query engine is then built with searchable content. So that means you have the ability to sort, filter, and build search suggestion, which I'm going to talk about later in the demo. And then the backend, what you see on the left and the middle is pretty much the backend. In the front end, all the user like you will see is the application. So you are the customer, and you'll be interacting with the application, and you'll be able to do all type of search, right? All the search that you need. All right. So um, this is a very, very high level explanation of what happened in the backend, but I also want to emphasize the support of AI in this whole process. How does that help? Well, I mentioned that earlier. Entity recognition, language detection, and even language translation. Okay. You have other other skills that are not mentioned here, but that you can definitely use. I also talk about sentiment analysis and opinion mining. You can definitely use those AI skills and incorporate them in your Azure search capabilities. All right. So that being said, um, this is how it works. Let's get straight to how to Azure, and let me show you how you can build or you can create your resource. If you don't have an Azure an Azure subscription, I invite you to do so. If you ever interested in having me build a solution, please feel free to reach out. So what you want to do is you definitely want to go to let's see, Azure portal. So you go to Azure portal. So from there, you're gonna sign in. Okay, so this is I'm already in my portal. So from there, I'm going to create a resource. And in order to create a resource, I first need a resource group, right? So it's pretty easy to create a resource group. All you have to do is I can create a resource group here by saying Azure Cognitive Demo dash RG to say that it's a resource group. I can choose, depending on your location, you definitely want to choose the closest location to where you live. I'm here, I'm choosing West US, and you definitely want to put a tag. So, uh, a good example of tag could be the author name, and that's me, Oscar, right? And then you can put created dates, February 24, and then you can put purpose. So, just for you to be able to remember what you've created. All right, so you hit next, and then the validation has passed, and here you are. Okay, so I'm going to delete this because I really don't need it. But here is your resource group created. Let me see where it is. Azure Cognitive Demo dash RG. And what I'm gonna need from there is the resource itself. So I'm gonna hit again create. From create, I'm going to search Azure AI. Let's see where it is. Let me put search. Okay, here it is. So I click this resource and I create it. I give it a name, Azure Cognitive Search. All right. And this is let me a demo still. Let me just put them, something like this. Okay. So then I'm gonna hit scale. It's gonna cost about 250 a month. You should know this. And then there's a pro. I mean, this for this amount, you can do a lot. Okay, you can definitely do a lot. But um, getting to the meat of this discussion or this video, let me put the tag for this to 24 2024. Okay, review, create, and with that, there you go. You have your resource ready to use. So this is the introduction part, and again, we have a lot to cover. We are going to go over the creation of the index. We are going to go over um, the application itself and the user interface using React. We are going to build a full-blown application, a full-blown search application in this video series. So I hope you like it. Stay tuned and get connected. Do not miss any videos. Subscribe to my channel. If you're a company who needs help with AI capabilities, I'm here to help with again and again. We help companies We help companies increase their profit and reduce their expenses through AI. I hope you like this video, and I will see you in the next. Thank you.